Your business is failing miserably. Your ideas are not working anymore. You don't know where to turn and you're losing money fast. Guys, there might be one aspect of business that you are forgetting about. And do children understand this aspect a little bit better than adults? Stick around, I've got the answers for you. Welcome back, my friends. Right now, at this very moment, this second, I invite you to take a trip down memory lane and think about the best experiences from your childhood. It's a good time. It really was a good time. Okay, so when I think about my childhood, I remember specifically going to my grandmother's house every Sunday and getting together with my cousins, and we would play a game called Annie I Over. If you've never played that before, the purpose of it, well, there really is no purpose of it, but what you would do, you would separate in two separate teams. And one team would go to the front of the house, the other team would go to the back of the house, and you would just throw this ball back and forth. But before you threw it, you would scream the words, Annie, I over. I don't know what that means, never figured it out, but that's how you played the game. Now, if the other team caught the ball when you threw it, then their goal now is to run around and tag you before you made it to the back of the house. So it's like you're chasing each other around. It's like tag. It's like dodgeball. It's a good time, okay? And so if I remember when I caught the ball, or if anybody on my team caught the ball, we would come together and we would strategize. We would make a plan of how we could go and get the other team out. So we'd send people around one side of the house, we'd divide, and they would go around the other side of the house, we'd catch them in the middle, and we'd tag them all, okay? And so early on, I kind of understood the concept of strategizing and actually making plans. But when it comes to business and adults who own businesses, we kind of skip over the planning aspect, and it happens more than you would think, and that's why all these businesses are failing. Statistics show that most businesses will fail within the first 5 years of operation, and that kind of sucks because we put a lot into our businesses, right? And so what are some of the questions that we can ask ourselves to avoid running into these kinds of problems and going out of business in the first 5 years? Okay, and so you need to have a business plan. That's what we're going to be talking about, and that is the aspect that people forget. The fact is, we try to run faster than our legs will take us, and that never, it never really works in our benefit. We might be spending money that we don't have just because we're so excited about our business ventures and our new ideas. So these are the questions that are important to ask yourself, okay? And I'm serious about this stuff. All right, so first question. What is most important to your ideal customer? Do they have a problem that needs to be solved? And does the product or service that you offer solve that problem for them? Does it take them from here to here? Okay. Where are these people hanging out? That's another really good question. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but if you think about it, if you are building a business in a city that has the right demographic and the right age group that you're looking for, then most likely you're gonna get some better sales than you would in just a tiny little town where only has cowboys or something. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you're selling. But when I think about this, I think about like skateboarding, and I don't know why, because I don't skateboard. And so if I were selling skateboards, one thing that I would do is I would target the cities, because in cities people are looking for different means of transportation. So they could take their bikes, they could take scooters, and yes, a skateboard. Okay, there are a lot of young people in cities who like skateboarding and stuff like that. And so where are your customers at? And would you be willing to go to a new city or a new place that has these customers? Okay. Another good question. How will I convert my leads into sales? Now, a lead is just someone who has shown somewhat of an interest in the product or service that you sell. But how can you actually get them to turn around and convert and become a paying customer? And so if you have a website, you can kind of track and see how many people are visiting your site on the daily. But it's a little bit tricky online, because you'll see that you might have thousands of unique visitors every single day, but only about 3% are converting. So, with 100 people visiting, 3%, that comes out to only 3 customers. And so what can you do to make your product more appealing to those people? That's another very good question, okay? And so this question, pay close attention to this, because I'm serious about this. If you don't have this in check, you are going to fail. Does your budget allow you to invest in the thing that you are selling? People take out loans to buy a franchise, and we are very, very liberal with our money, and I've never fully understood that, because you're taking a lot of risk when you take out a loan to do things, and I understand that. And most people's fear comes from the idea that they will not make that money back. All right, and in business, that's an unfortunate risk that we have to be willing to take as business people. And so does your budget allow you to make that type of investment? And if your finances are not in check, guys, you will fail. It's as simple as that. And I believe truly that that's why most of these businesses fail in the first 5 years, okay? And so making a business plan is crucial to you. If you don't know where you are, you don't know where you can go, all right? But set your goals. And I want to hop onto my computer and actually show you how I put together my business plan, the different tools that I used, and actually the different people that can help you to do this, all right? So I'm going to show you the program that I most recommend, and it's good stuff, guys. So let's hop over there and take a look. Okay, so I want to introduce you now to a system called Legendary Marketer. This is the system that I was talking about that I use to put together my business plan. Now, before I go into that, I want to share a little bit about this company and why it is a good resource for anybody who's starting in digital marketing. Now, I realize that most people who are watching this video might not be affiliated with digital marketing, but if you are, then this is a great resource for you, okay? So in Legendary Marketer, and I have other videos where I explain a little bit more about this company, but they have what's called a 15-day business builder challenge. Now, anybody who's just getting started can start this challenge with zero experience, and by the end of it, be ready to launch their first sales funnel and first campaign, okay? So day 5 of this challenge, they actually talk about creating a business plan. Now, this guy, his name is David Sharp. You'll have plenty of opportunities to meet him if you follow my channel. But in day 5 of this business builder challenge, where they're talking about building a business plan, they give a really good, solid example of that. So if you were to click begin, I actually have another tab opened up that I'm gonna show you. He talks about different ways that digital marketers can make the most money, all right? But this, I think, could be applicable for a lot of different industries as well, but I'm just going to cover this real quick. So there are 3 main things that you can do to make sure that you're getting the best results in your business, okay? So the first thing is get more customers. Not always an easy thing to do, but if you can do that, like, obviously you're going to make some more money, all right? The second thing, do these customers come back and buy from you over and over and over again? This is the ultimate goal of business, is to have people coming back, because that means that you've given them the value that they need to move forward, right? And live a better life, I guess. And then the last thing is, are the products you're selling high ticket? Now, a high ticket product is something that costs a little bit more, but you have to sell less of them to make a really good chunk of money. So let's say, I always use this example, but I'll use it again, all right? So let's say that my goal is to make $1 million. I can make $1 million by selling $2 fidget spinners, but in order to do that, I have to sell 500,000 fidget spinners. That kind of sucks. Or with a high ticket product that could cost around $2,000, to make 1 million, I only have to sell 500 of those. So you kind of have to ask yourself, which one is better for making your $1 million? 500 sales or 500,000 sales? Okay, so that's the beauty of high ticket. Okay, but a business plan, that's what we're here for. These questions that I asked you, that, for example, like what is the most important to your ideal customer? These questions that I asked you, you need to put them on a spreadsheet. And on the other end, you come up with your own personal strategy to do that. This is going to be your own personalized business plan, okay? It's important stuff. Every successful business that I know of has a business plan, and they have, what do you call that? It's a mission statement. Mission statement, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so do you have a mission statement? Do you have a business plan? If not, then today is the day to start. No more putting it off, okay? And so ask yourselves the toughest questions, and then give yourself good quality answers, but make sure your answers are thought through, quality answers. All right, so in the Legendary Marketer program, the download is here, but what's amazing about this program is that they actually give you a business advisor to help you set up your business and get your plan up and running, okay? Now, You've probably got the question, all right, how much does something like this cost? I can tell you it's less than $10. All right, so 15 days of value and you get your business plan put together for $7. That's pretty cool. Okay, so if you're interested in that and you're interested in building your online marketing business, then I'm going to put a link down below for you to click on and get going on that. Okay, guys, I'm excited for you. Don't give up. I know it's hard. All right, but your chances of failing are a lot lower if you can just master a business plan. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. See ya.